Welcome to this week's TDD Weekly Report for the week ending November 10th. I got a lot of stuff that came in at the very last minute, so kind of bear with me here. I'm going to try to put it together on the fly. First up, this is from my friend Mean Machine, who I've been following since even before I posted on YouTube. He's got a trailer for maybe you call it a mini movie. He calls it an action chase sequence, and he said he's going to do more of these if it's popular enough. He'll continue on with the plot. But this is called the Infernal device, and he didn't even ask me for the promo on this. I just saw him post it as a teaser trailer for what he's working on, and when I got in touch with him on chat, he was actually working on putting together and editing the main part. So if you get a chance, check this out. It's every bit as good as anything you'll ever see at the movie theaters as far as this teaser trailer, and if it's an indication of what he's putting together, it's something you really do not want to miss. And now into the science-y goodness. If you went to my extra link last week, you would see that this is what I'm working on, and as usual, I will put links to all the articles, and at the very bottom link, check that out within 24 hours of when I do the TDD report. I usually post on there, and that's the link that will take you to extra material, stuff I'm working on, and stuff that you may never see on the regular TDD report. So if this is not enough for you and you need more, go check out that link within about 24 hours after my show. I also have a writer that adds other stuff of a technical science nature or whatever might be of interest. This is from gizmag.com, and Volcano Power Plant gets U.S. go-ahead. This is in Oregon. They're doing this at Newberry National Volcanic Monument, and instead of regular geothermal like they normally do, they're going to drill down about 2 miles, and they're going to inject cool water into one side of hot rock, and then by fracturing the rock, they're also going to pump it out the other side. They're going to let it sit there in the rock and superheat until it's about 600 degrees. Well, under pressure, it's not going to be steam. It's just going to be superheated water. But then when they pump it up from the other side of this artificial aquifer they create, it's going to flash into steam and produce power. This is something pretty good that we may be able to do in other parts of the country. Typically, when you use geothermal power, you're talking about hot springs that are near the surface, and you're running some type of piping mechanism to extract the heat. This is a little bit different because it's man-made, creating an aquifer on extremely hot rock just above maybe where a site of heavy magma has gotten close to the surface. So this would be something pretty cool that maybe in other areas could be done if you get a chance. And the nice thing I like about this article, plenty of diagrams, plenty of explanations. If you don't understand the text, look at the pictures. Everything's well labeled, so it's easy to understand. That's one thing about the TDD report. I like to make science easy to understand because the basics of most types of science is not something that is only for the educated super scientists and things like that. Science is to be understood by the ordinary people like me. I'm very ordinary in most of science, except for maybe physics. Maybe I know a little bit more than the average person, but most of science I only know it because I find articles where it's explained to me in a simple way that I can understand. And next up, this is from Wired Science. The universe has almost stopped making stars. According to studies, they're doing studies of star ages of all the stars in the universe, and right now it looks like, based on several studies, that it may be that 95% of the stars that have ever been made have already existed. So we're looking at, for the rest of the age of the universe, we're only going to see 5% more additional stars being formed. Kind of awesome to think about. Now I myself thinking about right after the Big Bang, there was probably a period of huge amounts of star formations, but I didn't expect that it would even be dropping off to this extent. They're talking about the fact that maybe in the next couple of billion years, if human beings maybe decide to spread out in space and we actually exist, or some other sentient beings exist, in a couple of billion years you may actually see the last couple of stars come online that ever will be created. So that's kind of awesome to think about in a way. And next up, this is another promo. This is about supporting our community. I always like to support our community with money, views, comments, or even participation in events. And this event, I just got the update on this within the last hour. I got a hold of Zipoxy, and he sent me the Solar Bear Challenge site. So if you are interested in joining the Solar Bear Challenge, look for the link below or go to Zipoxy's YouTube page and get the latest update. But evidently everything is in place. I changed over the link on the Polar Bear Challenge site too. If you're interested in that, look for polarbearchallenge.ning.com, go to that. But I also updated the link for the Solar Bear Challenge site. Look at the rules, decide to participate in one or the other, the Polar Bear or the Solar Bear Challenge, or maybe both this year. Talk to the judges. Last year, everybody was free to participate in either or both if they wished. And next up, this is a promo for a friend of mine that's been coming by and making some comments on my videos lately. His name is George Herman. He's an independent artist and a very excellent music creator. His link is to a song. It's called Forever, and it takes a lot for me to actually, even though you can go on CD Baby and get independent songs, and some of them are pretty good, for 99 cents, I rarely do that. I mean, maybe a handful of times. This is one of the times, not just because he asked me to promote his tune, but because it is an excellent tune. It gives homage to, well, the tune is basically, starts out as a black Southern gospel type of tune, and you don't have to be a Christian to like good Southern gospel style like that, but he also morphs it into techno and even gives homage to canticle type of gospel music. It's really great. It's one that I dropped down money for, and he also told me that any members on the site that wish to use his music are free to do so as long as you give him credit. That I like about members of our community too. We share and share alike, but I figured since it was something I really liked, I wanted a better quality copy at a higher bit rate, which it is. It's recorded at a max bit rate of 420K, so it makes the bass line really, really nice on this. So if you get a chance at the end of this, as I will close out the TDD report, I'm going to show you some self-portrait pictures from Curiosity rover. They extended one of the arms with the cameras and took some nice self-portraits. Some of them are stitched together from various views, and some of them are just regular shots. And as we leave the program, I'm going to give you the link to his YouTube channel. He said he's going to make some more of this stuff like this. Right now on CD Baby, I noticed there was only one. I would like him to make a whole CD compilation of this, or maybe an album. But as we leave out, I'm going to start this tune. I'm going to play about half of it because I encourage you to go to his site as we come out with pictures of the Curiosity Mars rover. Take care, everybody. I will catch you